They are intended to help save abandoned babies under the Safe Haven law, but 2 state agencies question their safety and effectiveness.
2 baby boxes were just installed in Indiana, 1 in Allen County. When safety concerns were raised, though, 15 Finds Out investigator Alyssa Ivinson went looking for answers.
Well, in Indiana, someone can give up an unwanted, unharmed baby up to 30 days old at a hospital, police station, or fire station without fear of prosecution. That's the Safe Haven law. In fact, that's happened just a few days ago on Sunday when someone left a baby in a hospital parking lot. Before this past weekend, 31 babies have been surrendered since the law started 15 years ago. Now, 2 Indiana fire stations have what's called baby boxes, a place someone could leave the child without having to see or talk to an emergency responder. But whether or not that's a good idea depends on who you ask.
It's a heavy-duty plastic material.
Embedded in the side wall of the Woodburn Fire Station sits a baby box, the first of its kind in the country.
I was abandoned and now I'm saving abandoned babies. It's a good feeling.
Monica Kelsey started Safe Haven baby boxes 2.5 years ago. While someone can give up a newborn at a fire or police station or hospital under the Safe Haven law, she says some women are deterred by meeting emergency responders face to face, like in Delphus, Ohio, 45 days ago, when a baby girl was left in a cardboard box outside a fire station.
This mother went as far as she could. She went to the fire station, but she couldn't do the face-to-face interaction that the law required. That's why these boxes are so important. That little girl stayed outside for an hour.
Kelsey says as soon as the baby box is opened on the outside, a call goes to 911. Once the child's placed inside, a second alarm is triggered. Kelsey says an emergency responder would be at the baby's side in 2 to 4 minutes. She estimates they've done around 60 trial runs in the Woodburn and Michigan City locations.
0 fails because we've tested this over and over. This isn't something we took lightly.
While responders test them with training, there are not any official protocols to regulate baby boxes. In a statement to 15 Finds Out, the heads of the state health and child services departments say they don't endorse the baby boxes and, quote, there is no evidence to suggest baby boxes are a safe or prudent way to surrender a child.
We wanted the Department of Health to do safety standards, protocols, and procedures, and again, they failed to do that.
Last year, House Enrolled Act 1016 called for the Health Department and the Commission on Improving the Status of Children to provide recommendations for the installation and use of baby boxes.
Their recommendation is to not put money into the boxes and put money into the Safe Haven law.
They were supposed to study the existing Safe Haven law, not the boxes. Didn't say anything about them studying boxes.
But their recommendation was to not do the baby boxes. That was their policy and procedure, was we're not supporting baby boxes.
That's not what the legislation asked them to do. They knew they were coming. They knew they were coming. And they did not do their job.
Representative Casey Cox from Fort Wayne authored the bill, and in a letter exchange with State Health Commissioner Dr. Jerome Adams, Adams said there is no precedent for safety standards in the U.S. or abroad, and any device designed to house an abandoned baby should undergo certification and testing to standards set by the FDA.
With the help of our attorneys, we did the standards, protocols, policies, and procedures for the use of the baby boxes because the health department failed us.
Can you give us a copy of the safety procedures and protocols that you guys have come up with?
I can ask our attorney if that's something that we can do.
3 different companies build the parts for the baby boxes.
They test it, they give their final okay before we install it.
Is there an independent company that does the safety testing, though, separate from the manufacturer?
We actually just contacted a company to safety certify our boxes, and that's in the works right now. When that becomes available, we'll release that information.
But when 15 Finds Out asked for more details on that certification.
So when did your independent safety start?
We'll release the information when it becomes available.
Why won't you answer that question?
We'll release it when it becomes available.
Will it have like a government certification like most electronic products do?
We'll release that information when it becomes available.
You understand how that seems kind of weird that you won't even answer when safety testing started?
We started safety testing these boxes 15 months ago. This isn't anything new for us. Like I said before, we didn't just build these in the back shop of our home. You know, this has been 15 months in the making with 3 companies out of the Fort Wayne area building these. We'll release that information when it becomes available.
In the meantime, Kelsey says the boxes are safe and they're supposed to be a last resort.
We want them to call our hotline before they get to this point. We want to help them. You know, it's not about putting boxes in buildings. It's literally walking alongside these women, like my birth mother, who felt like she had no choice.
The hotline, she says, is working. More than 700 calls since August.
We have assisted hundreds of women with crisis pregnancy centers in their area. We've assisted with 3 safe surrenders, you know, which were a last resort. We're doing great things.
Kelsey says 2 more baby boxes will be installed in Indiana in the next month or so, and 3 more could be going in after that. She wouldn't give specifics on where those locations are just yet. Donations are paying for all these boxes. No state money is being used. And by the way, we still have not received the safety policies and procedures from Safe Haven baby boxes. For 15 Finds Out, I'm Alyssa Ivinson.